Hi everyone, Miss Tui here. Do you like to play games and learn at the same time? So does Ozobot. You will use your programming skills to turn Ozobot into a die and your math skills to explore different three-digit numbers. For today's lesson, you will need an Ozobot, fully charged and calibrated. The OzoBlockly editor. Today we'll be using levels 3 and 4. And your making three-digit numbers activity sheet and a pencil. In today's lesson, you will program your bot in OzoBlockly to follow a set sequence to mimic a die. Program your bot in OzoBlockly to loop the set sequence and choose 3 digits. Write 3-digit numbers using the digits your bot chooses, and write the same 3 digits to write a smaller and larger 3-digit number. Every digit in a number has a place value. A 3-digit number is made up of 3 places: the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. Here is an example of a 3-digit number, 473. The 4 is 4 hundreds, the 7 is 7 tens, and the 3 is 3 ones. The 4 is 400, the 7 is 70, and the 3 is 3. These digits together make the number 473. Now, if the digits were put in a different order, a new number would be made. Here is 347. Since the digits are in different places, they have new values. The 7 is 7 ones, the 4 is 4 tens, and the 3 is 3 hundreds. The 3 is 300, the 4 is 40, and the 7 is 7. These digits together make the number 347. You will use place value to make different 3-digit numbers. Let's get started. Before you can play the game, you need to program Ozbot to act like a die. Open OzoBlockly and go to level 3. You will program Ozobot to follow a set sequence: spin, change color, wait, and say a random digit from 1 to 9. Let's begin with the steps 1, 2, and 3 in the sequence. Which block category will you use to tell Ozobot to spin? That's right, movement. I will click and drag a spin left block onto my workspace. Which block category will you use to tell Ozobot to change the color of its LED lights? Well done, it's light effects. I will click and drag a set front lights color randomly block onto my workspace and place it as the second instruction in the sequence. Which block category do you think has a wait block? The timing category has a wait block. I will click and drag a wait 1 second block onto my workspace and place it as the third instruction in the sequence. Can you build the sequence of code to program your bot to spin, change color, and wait? After you have the first 3 blocks in your sequence, you will go to level 4 to program your bot to say a random digit aloud from 1 to 9. Which block category will you use to tell Ozobot to say something? That's right, sounds. I will click and drag a say number 1 block onto my workspace and place it as the 4th instruction in the sequence. Since Ozbot is going to choose a digit between 1 through 9, you will delete the green number 1 block attached to the say block. I will click and drag the number 1 block to the left of my workspace to delete it. Now, to program Ozobot to randomly choose a digit from 1 to 9, you will go to the math block category and use the random integer from 1 to 100 block. I will click and drag the random integer from 1 to 100 block and attach it to the right side of my say number block. Next, you will change the number 100 to 9, since Ozobot will be choosing digits from 1 through 9. Can you add to your sequence of code to program your bot to say a digit from 1 to 9? Finally, Ozobot will need to loop or repeat the sequence to tell you 3 digits. Go back to level 3. Which block category will you use to tell Ozobot to repeat a sequence? Well done, it's loops. I will click and drag a count-controlled loop and wrap it around the entire sequence of code. Since Ozobot needs to repeat the sequence 3 times to say 3 digits, change the number 2 in the loop block to the number 3. Can you add a count-controlled loop around your sequence of code and change the count to 3? Nice job building your program. You are ready to play. Look at your activity sheet. You will place Ozobot on the circle labeled Bot. Connect your Ozobot by clicking on the bot icon and following the instructions on the screen. Next, you will click Run Program. Your bot will spin, change color, wait, and say a digit aloud. It will repeat the sequence 3 times. You will record the 3 digits your bot tells you in the box labeled Digits Picked. Let's watch my bot in action. My bot chose the digits 1, 9, and 1. I wonder what digits your bot will pick. Can you run your program and write down the 3 digits your bot picks? You will now use the 3 digits your bot gave you to make the smallest 3-digit number you can think of. Since my numbers were 1, 9, and 1, I will put the 1 in the hundreds place, the 1 in the tens place, and the 9 in the ones place to make the smallest 3-digit number. Can you use the digits your bot gave you to make the smallest 3-digit number? You will now use the 3 digits your bot gave you to make the largest 3-digit number you can think of. Since my numbers were 1, 9, and 1, I will put 9 in the hundreds place, the 1 in the tens place, and the 1 in the ones place to make the largest 3-digit number. Can you use the digits your bot gave you to make the largest 3-digit number? Wonderful work programming your bot to act like a die and completing number 1 on your activity sheet. Now that you know how the game is played, play again to complete numbers 2 through 6. Can you run your program again, write the digits your bot chooses, and use the digits to create 3-digit numbers to complete the activity? Check that you have completed the activity. Did you build a code to program your bot to spin, change color, wait, and say a digit from 1 to 9? Does your program have a loop to run the sequence 3 times? Did your bot spin, change color, wait, and tell you a digit 3 times to make 6 different numbers? Did you use the digits your bot gave you to write smaller and larger 3-digit numbers? If you're looking for more to do, you can gather data about your bot. Which digit did your bot choose the most of? Which digit did it choose the least of? Look at all of the 3-digit numbers you wrote. Which number is the smallest? Which number is the largest? Or you can choose 6 3-digit numbers you wrote and list them in order from smallest to largest. Come back again soon for our next lesson.